So my name is Kevin Rosengren. I'm Principal Consultant and CFO at Applied Frameworks. I'm a product guy at heart. I've been a product guy for almost 20 years now. And I came into the Agile world about a decade ago. So I believe in this connection between product and agility, which has driven me to joining Applied Frameworks and doing consulting. A product guy, in my view, is taking some of that business need and realizing that business need. And in my case, I'm a technology product guy, and so we use business. We use this intersection of business and technology to bring forth business value. That's what gets me excited. It's the things I've been doing for a long time. None of us are born product managers, but most of us who are really great product managers are born with innate curiosity, right? An innate aptitude to learn, and you sort of pull those things together and harness them in the right direction, and we do that through frameworks. That's what sort of that combination is what makes a great product manager. I think you've got to love to solve problems. You've got to love to dive into a problem and understand, like, at the root of what that problem is. You've got to be curious about how you go and solve that problem. And I talk about this in product classes. You've got to be okay with uncertainty, right? Okay to say, let's take this path and let's take it with some measure of control, right? But let's try this path here because we've got some data that points us in that direction, right? That's what good sort of modern product managers leverage data to point in that direction. But there is an innate gut to, I think, good product managers. I think in my early days as a product manager, I went on gut too much. And sort of what we saw in the last sort of decade of product management evolution, and certainly in the Agile community and how product is wrapped up into the Agile community, there is still that gut, but there's also that measured investment using yesterday's weather, using data to make that next incremental step forward. And so I think there's a shift. I think it was this sort of hero, gut-driven product manager with all the answers to this curious, with a little bit of gut, but also data-driven product manager that is what we see today as being very successful. In working with Applied Frameworks, a client can expect us to come alongside of you, understand where you are, understand what's going on in your world, tailor our interactions, our solutions to where you are, come alongside of you for a time, but always have that destination of our departure in mind. It's a tough thing sometimes. You've been with a client for a year, maybe even 2 years, to say, all right, we're now looking at the end of our engagement, and our shift turns from doing with you, coaching you in your world, to backing off a little bit and offering some of those slight corrections and sending you into the world on your way. Right? So we'll always sort of come where you are, arrive where you are. We do some work to understand where you are and go with you as you grow, but then we're going to start veering off. And that's sometimes hard for clients, sometimes hard for consultants, especially if you've been there for a while, but that's so important. Our role is not to be with you forever. Our role is to equip you with the tools, equip you with the experience, the knowledge, dare I say even the frameworks to go off and be great.